Meg Records, the Meg Record Keeping Institute, significant room of Level 1, Base Alpha, a tour of Base Alpha. Congratulations, Wanderer. Your days of aimlessly wandering around in Level 1, Habitable Zone, are over, as you are now officially enlisted in the Major Explorer Group. For now, you will reside within Base Alpha, and soon take the Meg Aptitude Certification, which will allow you to be redirected to a job that will best fit your competencies and aspirations. Whether you will train for exploration, archiving, research, or put your current skills to good use and help maintain the Base Alpha community, your contribution will soon be invaluable to us. Attached below is the Base Alpha article, which will explain everything you need to know about your new home, its structure, culture, and way of life. We look forward to working with you. Justin Zimmels, on behalf of the Meg Oversight Council. Presentation. Image caption. Unity is key to achieve prosperity. The text on the image reads, "Teamwork is our base. Always help anyone who needs it." m.department.t.ov. Base Alpha is currently the second biggest major base of the Meg, only surpassed by Base Beta on level 11, the city that never sleeps. It is a safe haven for any newly no-clipped wanderer looking for a place to start a new life. Footnote, thanks to its good quality of life, similar to that of the present-day front rooms, end footnote, or wanting a new purpose by contributing to understanding this reality better. Inaugurated at the start of 2012, Base Alpha is the oldest base of the Major Explorer Group. Since its inception, the settlement has focused on two major missions. First, training newly recruited operatives in exploration, as well as sending them to reinforce pre-existing outposts or deploying them on exploration missions in other levels. Secondly, the sheltering and protection of newly no-clipped wanderers and providing an acceptable quality of life by Backrooms standards. Structure. Image caption. The current map of all Base Alpha wings and sectors, with red circles corresponding to physical entrances, while the purple diamonds correspond to usable no-clipping spots. The map maps out the halls, northern entrance, western entrance, eastern entrance, Citizen Sector Zephyr, Citizen Sector Epiphany, Citizen Sector River, Citizen Sector Crimson, Citizen Sector Anemia, the Research Wing, the Administration Wing, the Archive Wing, the Exploration Wing, and the ongoing expansion in corridors. Base Alpha is set within the corridors of Level 1, Habitable Zone, as their office-like structure with many rooms allows for easier and faster terraforming and furnishing. Since the settlement is ever-growing due to a constant influx of new inhabitants, expanding in the corridors makes building the infrastructure easier, a choice that quickly proved to be vital as the group developed. Our settlement is separated into two main sections. 4 wings are dedicated to the main Base Alpha activities, footnote, which are exploration, biological research, and archiving, overseen by the Administration Wing, end footnote, and 5 citizen sectors act like town districts where wanderers sheltered by the Meg live and work. The 4 wings are the closest to the main entrance of Base Alpha, while the citizen sectors can be found further into the corridors. Each is expanded depending on their growth rate by moving the barricades, creating fire exits, and repurposing the existing rooms to fit the needs of the group. Exploration Wing. Each Meg base specializes in a specific field. As such, Base Alpha is mainly centralized around exploration, which means the settlement both trains new field operatives as well as sets and manages most expeditions in new or already explored levels. The Exploration Wing covers the rescue of newly no-clipped wanderers who are trying to find a safe place to live in, the training of rescued wanderers or backborn townfolk in exploration after going through the Meg Aptitude Certification, the setting and monitoring of exploration missions in new or partially known levels, the transfer of Meg field operatives, footnote, sometimes called officers, end footnote, to other bases to bring them more expertise. If you end up working in the Exploration Wing, there are 4 main types of rooms you will come across while at the base. Control rooms. No image caption available. The radio operators of Base Alpha are the unseen heroes of the Meg, as the base needs to constantly be contactable, footnote, due to the different time zones of other levels, as well as the constant no-clipping of wanderers in Level 1, end footnote. These agents have been trained to efficiently relay information and discuss with both helpless wanderers and operatives in mission at all times. Thanks to their skill set, field operatives can benefit from constant help, allowing for mission efficiency and safety. Moreover, radio operators are also trained to help wanderers in need. Footnote: for example, by guiding them through the clip protocol. Note: see the French branch's Phenomenon 1, no clipping. Giving them advice during entity encounters, or even improvising during unique situations. End footnote. Meeting rooms. No image caption available. Any field operative going on a mission will first go through the planning of the expedition, taking place in the Exploration Wing's many meeting rooms. Do not be fooled by their bureaucratic look, as these meetings allow for operatives and expedition leaders to plan the goals, risks, and needed equipment. It is an often forgotten, yet crucial part of MEG activities, as the scarce nature of Backrooms resources, coupled with the unpredictability of many levels, makes logistics perhaps the most important stage of any MEG expedition. Meeting rooms are also used for training purposes, to teach new operatives about the different procedures and dangers that could occur during missions. If you are recruited to become a field operative, this is the main environment you will see for the first few weeks. Storage rooms. Logistics are a core part of MEG expeditions, and the Exploration Wing naturally benefits from the presence of dedicated storage rooms containing everything required for any type of expedition: operative uniforms, food, weapons, cartography equipment. Every item, whether they were transported to Base Alpha through trading routes or harvested from crates, note, see Level 1, habitable zone, are sorted in different rooms. These range from the armory to the cartography archives, depending on their nature. All stocks are closely monitored to avoid any shortage, which could prove deadly considering their importance. Due to its importance, Base Alpha also has access to some of the rarest items, such as pockets or scarabacks. Although they are used sparingly, their sources can vary, ranging from the crates of Level 1, habitable zone, to convoys from Base Gamma, note, see Level 3, electrical station, or even exchanges with the BNTG or Team Hermes. Note, see the group the Arlene Circle. Some of them can also be sent to other bases when necessary. Living quarters. No image caption available. To allow for field operatives and radio operators to be deployed as efficiently as possible, these workers have access to their own living quarters within the Exploration Wing, where they live during their service. These quarters mostly include bedrooms, break rooms, med bays, and cafeterias, efficiently acting as small citizen sectors within the wing. Field operatives with radio operators work and live here 5 days a week, with rollouts allowing for the base to always have people available for rescue missions or urgent scouting missions. Footnote: even during the weekend, night, and vacation days. End footnote. Off-duty operatives usually leave the Exploration Wing to get back with their families in the citizen sectors. Base Alpha is the main resting point for the members of Teams Compass Point and Track Mappers. Footnote: Team Quick Match was also living here until 2014, when they were relocated to Base Beta, which has access to far more level thresholds. End footnote. While they are often sent to other bases and outposts, where they can stay for weeks or even months depending on their mission, their main residence stays within Level 1, habitable zone. Most employees working in other jobs in the Exploration Wing live in the citizen sectors with more stable work hours to avoid bloating the quarters, as well as avoid worker isolation. Research Wing. While research isn't the focus of Base Alpha, the expertise of the former Station 01.3 members gives Base Alpha access to competent researchers and useful equipment in the field of biology. Consequently, this allows the base to work closely with Hippocrates 1, note, see the group the Arlene Circle, within Level 1, and Base Gamma, note, see Level 3, electrical station, through trading routes. The research wing mostly works on projects started by said bases, subcontracted as part of inside and outside collaboration. However, smaller projects are still regularly started and conducted by the base doctors and lead researchers. Labs and testing rooms. No image caption available. More than a decade of exploration has allowed Base Alpha to have access to many important pieces of lab equipment and products, harvested from levels such as 109, the Neon Hospital, or Error. Note, see the enigmatic level, Level 14, the Military Hospital. Biology research in Base Alpha covers 3 main domains, each with their own organization and equipment: botany, microbiology, human and humanoid studies. Each lab room of the research wing benefits from specific equipment depending on the type of conducted research, ranging from cages to hold small to medium-sized creatures to ventilation systems against pathogenic entities. Although far fewer in number, the research wing also contains some rooms dedicated to technological research, usually assisted by MEG researchers from Level 78, Space Station, or engineers from the Tech Support Division of the Archive Wing. Office rooms. No image caption available. Further away from the action, researchers also have access to office rooms where they can browse the database, use research-related software coded using BackOS, and study lab results. Unlike field operatives, researchers do not do guard work. However, this field, ranging from lab technicians to doctors, requires far longer training, which takes place outside of Base Alpha. The duty of sending qualified personnel lies upon the shoulders of both the doctors of Level 109, the Neon Hospital, Base Gamma, note, see Level 3, Electrical Station, and Hippocrates 1, note, see the group the Arlene Circle, and happen in the context of diplomatic resource exchanges or training. Thanks to these collaborations, Base Alpha managed to fill the gaps of the entity part of the Station 01.3 database. Note, see the group The Leaders, no data currently available, but also recover medical practices from the front rooms and the needed equipment, effectively saving hundreds of lives by enhancing the various hospital spots of Base Alpha. Storage rooms. No image caption available. Biology-related consumables, such as reagents or samples, can be used quickly. As such, Base Alpha holds an agreement with Team Hippocrates, who frequently furnishes Base Alpha with such products, as well as repairs dysfunctional equipment that the Tech Support Division of the base cannot handle. Similarly to the storage rooms of the Exploration Wing, equipment and consumables are sorted in rooms depending on their nature or danger levels. Furthermore, some of them can require additional security clearance from a researcher or overseer to access, such as the Restricted Object Storage Department. More specific products that aren't always necessary are usually ordered from either the BNTG or the doctors. Note, see Level 109, the Neon Hospital, depending on their nature and urgency. Archive Wing. Archiving exploration and research data is one of the most important duties of the MEG. Much like the Research Wing, the Archive Wing is also smaller than the Exploration Wing, as Base Omega, note, see Level 4, Abandoned Office, mainly handles the archiving process. Despite this, any discovery made by Base Alpha, ranging from research breakthroughs to exploration discoveries, needs to be recorded, transcribed, greenlit, and sorted. As such, the existence of the Archive Wing within Base Alpha allows for work to be cut from Base Omega in the earlier phases of document creation, and also allows for an easier writing process thanks to the proximity to the data contributors. Archivist offices. No image caption available. Archivists in Base Alpha mainly handle the writing process of level drafts, footnote, whether they are pending approvals, PA, of new levels, or additions of pre-existing pages, end footnote, as well as research edits on entity articles, both being research and discoveries made by the base. Like archivists in other bases, they have access to editor permissions on both the MEG database and general public database. Furthermore, the internal archiving network allows them to send drafts for review to Base Omega, whose expertise comes in handy at any stage of the archiving process. Base Alpha archivists also work closely with researchers and field operatives in order to ask them to retrieve specific data or to get their hold on new information. As such, the Archive Wing is located between the Exploration and Research Wing, allowing for both parties to be accessed easily if needed. Tech Support Division. No image caption available. Due to the archivists mainly working on digital equipment, the Base Alpha Tech Support Division is located near the archivists' cubicles, allowing for quick and direct help when necessary. All workers on the divisions are archivists, who went through specific training to assist the base for any technological matter. Footnote: although heavier, specific issues, such as research equipment dysfunction, requires external help. End footnote. Most of them are senior archivists looking for a change of routine, or newly recruited wanderers who used to study or work in computer science in the front rooms. System engineers also work in this section of the wing, either developing new MEG software, working on the MEG database, or, more rarely, working on technology-based entity research. Paper archives. No image caption available. The Base Alpha archives are a result of more than a decade of data conservation, ranging from exploration logs to research papers. Every type of file can be found here, covering every activity of the base. Examples include incident reports and event logs, exploration reports, research reports, meeting reports, interview logs, audio transcripts from base rooms, paper versions of drafts and published articles, retrieved documents, posters, letters, journals that haven't been collected at the Lost and Found, link to related tale, Lost and Found forum thread. If you would like to skip this related tale, skip to the timestamp shown on screen. The Backrooms. You've been here before. Lost and Found forum thread. Lost and Found, sponsored by the Major Explorer Group. This posting board is dedicated to the location and acquisition of lost belongings. Please leave a post if you have misplaced something of importance, or if you have found something that seems as if it has been left behind. This includes, but is not limited to, toys, clothing, tools, knickknacks, survival equipment. Do not post dangerous items, anomalous objects, if you are seeking a trade. This board is explicitly not for transactions. Please keep that in mind. The Meg will close posts that contain the latter. Hello, I guess I'm first. I found this small stuffed rabbit in a park in level 11. Looks well loved. Please reply if you know whose this is. Albert. You can also find me on level 11, the city that never sleeps. No image caption available. Oh, this looks just like my son's stuffed rabbit that he lost a couple of days ago. Thanks for finding it, Albert. Could we arrange a time where I can retrieve this back to him? He'll be very happy indeed. Lily. Let's meet up tomorrow. Same park, late afternoon. I'll bet there all day. Albert. This inquiry has been resolved, as the item was properly returned. I found this sweet box that can store all kinds of stuff, but it doesn't feel any heavier. The only problem is it, screams while the box is open. Does anyone want it? Ted. No image caption available. The Meg has locked this post due to it containing a dangerous or otherwise anomalous object. Please refrain from interacting with this user. I lost my heart in these endless halls. Woe is me. Sad face emoticon. While we understand your struggle, this is not the purpose of this page. Please seek out your nearest Meg outpost and consult the administration for further help. Hey, Patricia, can you text me back? It's important. Ya boy Skinny. This thread is not for solicitation. This thread is meant to reunite people with lost things. But it's impronta. This thread has been locked. No image caption available. Can someone help me find my other shoe? There are woman's 6 and black suede boots. I can meet at level 158. Onslaught Station. Ollie. Why can't you just get a new pair? Anon. Yeah, I know I could get a new pair, but these are my favorite, and they're so comfy. Ollie. Wow, girl, those boots slay! Also bold of you to post feet pics online. Tongue out emoticon. Not a creepy anon. User not a creepy anon has been permanently banned from Meg-related forums. Okay, thanks for the advice, but I really just want to find my other shoe. Ollie. Your feet are so small. Bigfoot. User Bigfoot has been permanently banned from Meg-related forums. Can we just focus on my shoe, please? Ollie. Any off-topic conversation will lead to this thread being locked. All I want is my shoe! Disparaged face emoticon. Why do weirdos keep responding? Ollie. I'd like to apologize for the behavior of my brother, Bigfoot. He hasn't been the same since the incident. Anyway, it'd probably be impossible to find your shoe. I'd, at the very least, get a new pair whilst searching. Once again, many apologies. Sasquatch. No image caption available. Please, my foster kids went missing around level 356. No data currently available. Their names are Crystal and David, and they've been gone for 4 hours now. Please, I need to find them. I promised I'd look out for them. Please, I can't fail them. Please help me find them. Contact me immediately if you see them. Allison Lippincott. Sorry to bother you, but you made a typo? Level 356 does not exist in the general public database. Aster Reeves. Please come and find my children. I really need help. Allison Lippincott. The Meg has locked this post and is investigating user Allison Lippincott. Do not pursue or seek out contact with this person. Guys, please, if anyone find a book named Death Rat Biology and its medical application, can you bring it back to Base Alpha? It's a blue book with an engraving of a Vitruvius-style hoof fish. Note, see level 51, The Forgotten City. Death Rat on it. I borrowed it from Kataya, but I think it fell from my bag on the way from Hippocrates 1, so please bring it back. She's gonna kill me otherwise. Anthony Kelvin. You what? Kataya Hall. I'm sorry, it fell from my bag. I think I didn't do it on purpose, I swear. Anthony Kelvin. Has anyone seen my son's cat? We think he got out during the night. His name is Peanut. Please, my son is devastated. I own the John's Laundromat in level 11, the city that never sleeps. So if you find him, meet me there. John Adams. No image caption available. Please, my foster kids went missing around level 356. No data currently available. Their names are Crystal and David, and they've been gone for 4 hours now. Please, I need to find them. I promised I'd look out for them. Please, I can't fail them. Please help me find them. Contact me immediately if you see them. Allison Lippincott. Sorry to bother you, but you made a typo? Level 356 does not exist in the general public database. Astor Reeves. Please come and find my children. I really need help. Allison Lippincott. The Meg has locked this post and is investigating user Allison Lippincott. Do not pursue or seek out contact with this person. Guys, please, if anyone find a book named Death Rat Biology and its medical application, can you bring it back to Base Alpha? It's a blue book with an engraving of a Vitruvius-style hooffish. Note, see level 51, the Forgotten City. Death Rat on it. I borrowed it from Kataya, but I think it fell from my bag on the way from Hippocrates 1, so please bring it back. She's gonna kill me otherwise. Anthony Kelvin. You what? Kataya Hall. I'm sorry, it fell from my bag. I think I didn't do it on purpose, I swear. Anthony Kelvin. Has anyone seen my son's cat? We think he got out during the night. His name is Peanut. Please, my son is devastated. I own the John's Laundromat in level 11, the city that never sleeps. So if you find him, meet me there. John Adams. No image caption available. Aw, cute kitty. I hope he returns home soon. Sad face emoticon. Is that the infamous Backrooms entity, Samantha? Skibbity Riz 44. No, that's Barry. Vivian. The Meg would like to note that neither of these are true. Samantha has black and white fur and green eyes, while Barry has black fur. Neither of these descriptions match the appearance of Peanut above. I think I spotted a similar looking cat in level 10, the bumper crop. SB. Update. I swear I saw it in one of the sheds. Peanut is gone. Sad face emoticon. SB. I think I saw a cat like that in level 3, electrical station. SF. No image caption available. Found this gun in level 11, the city that never sleeps, with the name tag Abdullah James. Anyone here owning it? Pearson Nakamura. Yes, that is my gun. My name is Abdullah James. This gun was given to me by my father, Halubda James, when I was just 4 years old. It is my gun. I recognize it. Also, give me ammo, too. Edwin Taylor. Impersonating other users is a bannable offense. Obviously, this is aimed at me. I am not impersonating anyone, and I am insulted that I am being accused of this. Is this what the Meg has come to? Abdullah James. Edwin Taylor. You have spelled your name wrong, and are signing your messages with 2 names. Hello, I am the brother of Abdullah James, James Abdullah. I can confirm that this story is true. Our father gave Abdullah James the gun when he was just 4 years old. I didn't get the gun because I wasn't as cool as Abdullah James. James Abdullah. Edwin Taylor. No image caption available. Hey, I found this thing on level 4, abandoned office, and the sticker with the person's name was scratched off. So, I don't know who owns it. Can anyone here help? SB. No image caption available. I don't know who left this hairy hand in front of my door, but I didn't appreciate finding it this morning. I don't know what the point of this is, but I'm throwing it out if no one claims it. I really wish next time someone wants to leave a gift, they'd leave something useful, like a sandwich. Jacob Tilton, level 11, the city that never sleeps. Okay, weird. The pinky just closed on its own. I'm throwing this back outside. If you want it, you know where you left it. No image caption available. I really hate it here. Jacob Tilton, level 11. The Meg has locked this post due to it containing a dangerous or otherwise anomalous object. Please do not post items of this nature on the forum. My hand fell off in level 11. The cuff mechanism broke. It's an antique I use because reasons. Just don't ask where I got it. Reggie. No image caption available. Were you by any chance in that one mall not too far from the Meg base? The one nobody really goes to despite being close to people? I think I remember seeing something like that there whilst wandering around. I tend to go there with friends every weekend. We enjoy the lack of people. Despite the rumors, it's actually a nice place. We plan on meeting up there in a couple of days. If you're sure that the hand's yours, I can pick it up for you. Adam Brooke. No image caption available. Someone help me find my cat pulls. Sad face emoticon. I lost track of her in level 11, the city that never sleeps. If anyone sees her, please contact me. Ignore me in picture. VM. Is that the Scrimblow catalog? Note. See Joke Entity 9.9 plus 1E70, Scrimblow catalog. Skibbity Riz 44. No image caption available. Does anyone know if you can get stuff back after leaving level 249? Your funeral. I dropped my hat there, and I'd love to get it back. Added a picture of the hat with my cat. Sam Yu. I'm not an expert, but maybe go back to level 249? Shrugging emoticon. Unknown user number 758. Yeah, sure. I'll go find a hound to chew my skull in so I can go back to 249 all for a hat. Sam Yu. Oops, I forgot those existed for a moment. Unknown user number 758. No image caption available. Hey, it's me again. I found more lost stuff. This time on level 9, the suburbs. This was in a box with the name of the person scribbled over. To anyone who sees this, is this yours? This is such a weird object to leave behind, but I don't know. It's a late night, by the way. SB. Interesting. I know that some nomadic groups which formed back in the 19th century had a tradition of leaving behind night lights and dark levels, though most of those groups have since dropped this tradition, as it was pointless and a waste of resources, if anything. Before I became a wanderer, I lived in an area of level 70, Freud Town, that was largely populated by descendants of nomadic groups that decided to settle, so I know a good bit about the history of these groups. This doesn't explain the scribbled out name though, as most groups wouldn't write down names on these items in the first place, let alone scribble them out. This doesn't mean it isn't left behind by these groups though. As far as I'm aware, there's no rule against writing names down. If anyone from one of these nomadic groups is reading, would you know? Anyhow, I have a level to explore, and probably shouldn't be spending too much time on this forum. I wish you luck. Alexander. That was a mouthful to read. It's strange, but I don't think it was a group or base in level 9. Good luck on your travels. SB. While wandering level 0, tutorial level, I no-clipped through one of those walls that are slightly darker than the rest. You know, the ones that supposedly send you to a more dangerous and possibly undocumented level. Well, I think I've entered one that checks both boxes, but that's not why I left this message here. If you want to help me figure out what level I'm in, I've already created a different thread in the appropriate forum. However, if you really want to, you can help me figure this all out while helping me search for what I'm looking for. This way, we aren't bothering the Meg after they put in the effort to make this thing. You see, before entering this place, I seem to have left my backpack in the Manila room. It had a good bit of valuable resources, as well as things that mean a lot to me, such as my journals. Given people tend to leave stuff like that in the Manila room to aid wanderers and whatnot, I'm worried someone may take it. It's a black backpack decorated with souvenirs from the habitable pockets of level 70, Freud Town. Should be easy to spot. Since I'm in the middle of who knows where, you won't be able to retrieve it from me. Instead, please give it to the Meg base in level 1, Habitable Zone. I'll go there to retrieve it when I get out of this place. If something happens to me while I'm here, I ask the Meg to give it to my hometown of New Bona Vista over in level 70, Freud Town. The residents can do what they want with it. Since I don't have a good image of my backpack, here's an image of the level I'm in instead. Maybe this could get the attention of someone who knows where I am. Alexander. No image caption available. Ah, I was about to make a thread about a stray backpack I found in the Manila room when I saw this. Just to be sure, does the backpack have a picture of a blub cat attached to it? Morrigan. That would be mine, though they don't have very many blub cats in level 70, Freud Town. I was lucky enough to have a pet one, as shown in the picture. I named him Arthur, gave him to a married couple in Noah Town. I'm getting off topic now. Thank you for finding it. Alexander. This inquiry has been resolved, as the item was properly returned. I lost my pet Spinosaurus again. This normally shouldn't be an issue, but every time he comes back, he looks weaker. The other day, he came back, and his legs were shortened by 20 centimeters. He had some sort of lung disease, and his face looked even more disfigured compared to before. Please help me find him before he continues getting weaker. Thank you. YN. I don't know about you, YN, but my pet Tyrannosaurus Rex always gets lost too, but he comes back stronger. Yeah, the other day he gained more feathers. Thanks to that, his drip is unparalleled right now. He also got a machine gun and an almond water dispenser attached to him. So, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just a skill issue. JL. I had a pet dino once too. She turned into an evil dino and ran away. Sad face emoticon. Maybe this is happening to you? No image caption available. I found these headphones in level 2, abandoned utility halls. Does anyone recognize them? They have the name Atlas written on them, if that helps at all. Atlas, but not the right Atlas. The prophecy is soon, and the time will come when all the Atlases will be gone. The ray will rise on the promised day. No longer will they have their fun. Your local ray believer. You may have stumbled upon a headphone from our group, though Atlas is a common name among folk born in the Backrooms. In order to make sure it belongs to us, could you describe the headphones in further detail? Do not listen to the message above. They spread lies about our group, and have got many civilizations across the Backrooms to persecute us. On top of this, they seem to associate any mention of the name Atlas with us. Truly delusional. If it does belong to us, we look forward to seeing you soon. Christian Atlas Turner. Hi, girlies! This is super important, so please listen. I was holding onto this USB flash drive for my pal Nick when I was staying at level 5, Terror Hotel, a couple days back, and now it's just gone. Now, when I tell you I need this back immediately, I am not exaggerating. Like, honestly, this is crazy important. It probably fell out of my pocket and got wedged in a couch somewhere, but honestly, IDK. I'd go back and find it myself, but I kinda got, informally banned, LMAO. BTW, if you find it, do not plug it into anything, OMG. Just take it and bring it back to me. I'll be hanging around Tom's Diner in level 1, habitable zone. If I'm not there, just leave it outside Calatrava in level 194. You wouldn't download a rainforest. Nobody else will touch it till I get there. I hope, for their own sake. Lol. MIRIXM. This post is also signed with the image shown on screen. No image caption available. This post is also signed with the image shown on screen. No image caption available. No image caption available. Oh fuck, I just put the drive in my phone. What will happen next? Should I get rid of it? Kevin. Hello? Are you stupid? Are you stupid, Kevin? Kevin, are you dumb? I'm killing you! MIRIXM. Signed with the same image shown on screen. The Meg would like to remind everyone to be nice on the forums. You may convey your displeasure at Kevin, but please do so in a polite and respectful manner. Politely and respectfully, go fuck yourself. Lol. MIRIXM. The image shown on screen is used to sign this post as well. Fight! 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 Not a Shitstirrer 473. User Not a Shitstirrer 473 has been permanently banned from Meg-related forums. Hi, I recently saw this forum and decided to share this image. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it seems to be decorative or have some unique ability, although it didn't actually do anything when I tried to use it. I have the item stored in my backpack, and I am on level 10, the bumper crop, walking near a barn with my dog. Exclamation mark. By the way, I don't remember exactly where I took the photo, but it looked like some kind of bookstore. Maybe level 906, the Cygnus archive. But it was empty. It was near a window that showed a sunset. There was a scratched note next to the object, and it had something written on it, like, "This belongs to someone, but I don't know who specifically. I suspect someone else may have found this artifact and left it there. Anusir. No image caption available. I am back, but this time I've lost my cat. Sad face emoticon. I need help. This is an image I have of her. Please find her and bring her to the 11th floor, apartment number 81, on level 13, the Boiling Frogs. I've seen a lot of people on this forum lose their cat, but sometimes people end up finding them, so I hope this can be the same. SB. I live on level 13 too, 77th floor. I should be able to find the thing for you. I don't imagine it wandering very far. I'm going to try and make it quick though. I've become very, for lack of a better word, skeptical of this level's lower floors. John A. McDonald fan. What do you mean, skeptical? What's so skeptical about the lower floors of level 13? I never found anything weird on the lower floors. SB. Okay, so I visited floor 1 of level 13. Nothing weird. SB. Hello? John A. McDonald fan? SB. He's ghosting you. Woo! Skibbity Riz 44. The Meg would like to remind everyone here that responses in the forums can take some time, given the inconsistent Wi-Fi signals across levels. I recall going to some of the lower floors a year back. The place was scattered with those kinds of fake hands you'd see during Halloween in the front rooms. It was January when this happened, so it couldn't have been for Halloween. I could have sworn I saw one of them move. It's been a year though, and I haven't seen them since. I'll look for your cat later today. John A. McDonald fan. Oh, okay. Thanks for the info. SB. No image caption available. Grapes spare. Recently, I traded for some fruit, but found myself with a particular fruit I do not like. Grapes. If anyone here would like them, please respond to this post. We can meet wherever is most convenient for you. Dr. Dolus. Dude, don't trust this guy. You don't know who this guy is or if he's done anything with those grapes. He could have poisoned them for all I know. I know a friend who traded for a pair through forums, and it almost killed him. Smith 100. Smith 100, your advice is very much appreciated. It is best to keep safe when meeting strangers. Of course, if anyone who is interested in these grapes wishes to get to know each other briefly beforehand, let me know. Dr. Dolus. This post has been locked by the Meg. This forum is meant for wanderers to submit lost objects, not to seek trade. I was wandering an office in level 11, the city that never sleeps, and noticed one of the rooms was much darker than the others. Despite being an objectively stupid move, I decided to investigate. Found a skeleton hand on a stone, surrounded by some other fake hands. I stayed for a bit to see if anything would happen, and nothing did. So, I don't think these are anomalous. Did any of you put this here? Breton. No image caption available. No image caption available. Hello. I found this lonely guy while I was wandering level 11. He seemed to be a bit hungry, so I gave him some jelly. He enjoyed it. I guess he is not capable of speaking language, just muttering. Don't know who put this guy here, but I want to tell. Please, come back to take this guy. By the way, is it fine if I keep this guy in my possession for a while? Asteroid Achgeil. No image caption available. Hello, people. I found this out-of-place tree, and I wondered if any one of you left it there on accident. Random user 2. What level are you on? Smith 100. Level 186. The Infinite Valley. Random user 2. I found this bear. Note. See Entity 47. Teddy. In level 24. Corrupted. 6. Note. See level 26. The SS Fun. Smiley face. It's looking for you. Corrupted. 2. Travis Barlow. Plus 126. From Teddy. Your friend at null.net. Subject. Don't open it, you're easily scared. Attachment. Image caption. Have fun! Smiley face. The text on the image reads, Teddy is now attached to you. Yo, WTF? SkibbityRiz44. The Meg has locked this post due to it containing a dangerous or otherwise anomalous object. Please refrain from interacting with this user. How cute. You think you can lock us out? Your ignorance is laughable. Smiley face. You'll have to do better than that. Your lock is easily removed. We are always watching. Smiley face. Man, shut your censored. Censored. Up. Some of us here are trying to find things while your crusty yellow partygoer censored is taking up space here and gonna get this place locked down. Respectfully, Sonny_the_honk. Chances aren't even partygoers, just people pretending to be one. It's crazy how insensitive teenagers are. The stuff that happened with Dan Kebab and stuff is disturbing as hell. Smith 100. Okay, hi. I think this is the Meg thing I was supposed to ask. I'm a, completionist, which I know isn't taken very well around most parts, but hear me out, okay? So, funny story, right? I was partying, kind of, with some friends, acquaintances, around 11. Note. See level 11, the city that never sleeps. After trying to get this achievement, note, see entity 106, togochi.exe. And wow, wouldn't you know it, I was mostly geared up. Right, so after I became sober, I realized I seemed to have lost a very important thing that may or may not be merch. Heh, I couldn't find it when I came back to the place, so if anyone spots a funny-looking crowbar with my nickname, hopefully, on it, please give it back to me. Please, please. Thank you. Rexy Carr. Okay, I'm kind of new to this whole forum thing, but since this is the last thing I can possibly think of to do, I figured I'd give it a shot. I lost my Robopet. I know Robopets are widely considered dangerous, but I've never had any issues with him. He's a long-haired tuxedo cat Robopet with huge green eyes, and should respond to Toby. I unfortunately don't have a picture. He's a bit skittish, but he doesn't scratch or bite. We were wandering around in level 5, Terror Hotel, before I lost track of him, and I haven't been able to find him since. He's been my best friend throughout my whole Backrooms life, and I really can't lose him, so please let me know if you find him. My PMs are open for discussing meetups, if you'd prefer to do so in private. Hell, I'll even give you 10 bottles of almond water if you're able to find him. Just please bring my cat home. Raymond Day. I think I found your furry friend. I'm not entirely sure if this is a Robopet or if it's an actual cat. It's gotten pretty hard to tell with the newer models. But this fella matches your description. I found him in L9, note, sea level 9, the suburbs, and he was absolutely drenched. I have no clue what this poor guy had to endure before I found him, but I'm glad I got him before someone else did. He's resting up in my apartment in L13, note, sea level 13, the boiling frogs. Now, I'm having a friend who works at BKR come in to inspect him to see if he actually is a Robopet, and if there are any damaged parts if so. I'm free to meet up pretty much whenever if this is your cat. No image caption available. The real Gina. That's him! That's Toby! Oh my god, thank you so much. I was so worried. I'm relieved to know that he's safe. I can meet you in 13, the boiling frogs, tomorrow, if that works for you. PM me the apartment number, cause I don't want to dox you on here. Lamau. Raymond Day. That works. I just PM'd you. See ya then. Smiley face emoticon. The real Gina. Hey, I had these plushies. One of them kind of resembles a fish person with many belts on his tail, an anglerfish light on his head, and a green device thingy, also plush, on his back. I lost him somewhere on level 9, I think. The other one is a Sonic the Hedgehog plush I dropped during the Sky Coaster on level 345, Liminal Forest. If someone could find these, I'd be grateful. I don't have pictures due to the fact I lost them, but you'll know when you see them. Sonny_the_honk. Listen, I really need these back. They're the only lifelines I have from the real world. I'd be willing to offer a reward for them. I just need them back. Sonny_the_honk. I lost my water bottle. I was exploring level 94, motion, and my water bottle just poofed. Vanished. Gone. Can someone help me find my water bottle, please? Magni leak. You idiot! I paid a lot for that water bottle. I'm gonna hunt you down for this. You are very irresponsible. A random Backrooms Wanderer 04183. User a random Backrooms Wanderer 04183 has been permanently banned from Meg-related forums. Reasonable crash out. World's best Vito Vinosha. Did anyone lose a cat? One of those buggers has found their way into level 84, shifting hedge maze. I kept hearing it meowing around here and caught a glimpse of it earlier, but it won't come close. And now that I've stopped to post this, it sat down further down the path, and I swear it's eyeing my laptop. I tried taking a photo, but it didn't show up in it, and I'm not very good with cat breeds. It's kinda goofy looking, has black fur on its head that makes it look like it is wearing headphones with an earpiece. Diva or what? Cat face emoticon. Hey guys, I was wandering around a level 11, the city that never sleeps, building to gather resources, but at one point I saw a katana appear in front of me, as if it had just no-clipped. I tried it out on a skin stealer, and, after killing it, its body began to incinerate. No image caption available. X Tatavok 3000. That was the last message on the Lost and Found forum thread as of the 15th of October 2025. If you are watching this video after the 15th of October 2025, it is recommended that you view the Lost and Found forum thread to see if any new messages have showed up since that time. Return to the original article on Base Alpha. Retrieved documents, posters, letters, journals that haven't been collected at the Lost and Found for more than 12 months. Paper transcripts of relevant chat logs. Cabinets are identified with a letter, aisle identification, one single-digit number, cabinet vertical location, and one two-digit number, cabinet horizontal location. For example, cabinet A124 is within aisle A, dedicated to entity documents, at the 24th place of row 1 at ground level. Documents are identified depending on their nature, file type, date, author, and subject, with an identification code specific to the Base Alpha paper archive. Most of them are kept as written records, although objects like tapes or flash drives can be kept there. Each medium is carefully preserved by the archivists to avoid deterioration, especially for old documents such as scriptures from the lost. Following the 2021 transparency agreements, the MEG commits to making the archives public, with every document being accessible from the MEG database unless said documents pose potential threats to wanderers, such as info hazards, in which case they will be restricted to the Classified Records Department. Administration Wing. The Administration Wing oversees the entirety of Base Alpha and is therefore located between all the other MEG wings, close to the main entrance. This allows for easier contact with the outside world, and also assures it's easily contactable by other parts of the base. All parts of the Administration Wing closely work with the other major bases within the main 12 on Level 3, Electrical Station, 4. Abandoned Office, and 11. The City That Never Sleeps, as well as with other groups present on Level 1, such as Team Hippocrates, note, see the group the Arclean Circle, or the BNTG. Administrative Department. No image caption available. The Administrative Department is the neural network of Base Alpha. Directly under the leadership of the Oversight Council, it manages everything in the base, from the Meg wings to the citizen sectors. Their most important tasks include monitoring resource allocations to each wing and citizen sector, recruiting and assigning newly recruited members to other bases or parts of Base Alpha, resolving legal matters within the base, managing group relations with other factions, as well as relations between Meg bases. Out of the entire wing, the Administrative Department is the closest to the northern entrance of Base Alpha, as well as the only department to directly communicate with all 3 other Meg wings. Footnote. Outside of the Oversight Quarters. End footnote. Auditoriums. No image caption available. There are 3 auditoriums in Base Alpha, respectively named Conference Room A, B, and C. They are some of the largest rooms within Base Alpha, with even the smallest one easily accommodating for more than 100 people. As such, each are used regularly for training purposes. Footnote, including exploration lectures about types of environment, threats, or protocols towards recruits and operatives from other allied groups. End footnote, and conferences or meetings requiring a high amount of personnel, such as yearly reports for the base's efficiency and growth. Trading route relay. No image caption available. Despite collectors, footnote, Meg agents exploring Level 1, habitable zone, to retrieve resources from crates, end footnote, being an essential part of Base Alpha's logistics, as well as the base of food production, a lot of resources are imported from other levels. Footnote, such as medical equipment, meat, fuel, or level-specific objects. End footnote, mainly Level 3, Electrical Station, and Level 196, Planet of Hats. Similarly, Base Alpha also sends resources, mainly exploration tools, through these routes, as well as newly trained agents during exchange programs. Over the years, the Meg has set many trading routes between levels. The remnants of Level 248, a threshold to every dimension ever that may or may not result in the inevitable collapse of reality, host the Silk Road, used to access many levels normally too far away from the main 12. The Early Highway is used between all Meg bases between Level 1 and Level 5, Terror Hotel. The Dark Highway, connected to Level 5, allows the Meg to access Level 8, Cave Systems, and 9, the suburbs, more reliably, minimizing the dangers and unreliability of Level 6, Lights Out, and 7, the Lassophobia. The Outdoors Path, note, see Level 128, the Great Outdoors, is used to access many indoor levels that would otherwise take days to travel to. The hub can also be used when the Meg has access to a specific level key, although this is too unreliable to be used daily, and is instead relegated to emergencies only. Base Alpha Trading Route Relay also contains the Blue Channel Delivery Department, which uses Saberzoas to deliver packages to levels which currently do not have a physical threshold with any discovered level. The relay communicates directly with the Sorting Center Department, where both items retrieved by collectors and resources carried through trading routes are dispatched for the Meg wings and citizen sectors, following predetermined quantities. Finally, the Lost and Found can be found here as the only publicly accessible part of the trading route relay, allowing for people to deposit or ask for items. As per the Meg protocol, any item held for more than 12 months without being taken will be moved into the Meg storage rooms and may be used by the group. Oversight Quarters. No image caption available. The text on the image reads, "No image." Situated near the Administrative Department, the Oversight Quarters are the living and working spaces of all members of the Oversight Council for security and efficiency reasons. Although not all of them permanently or usually reside within Level 1, Habitable Zone, footnote, and with some lesser underseers usually working directly within the office spaces they lead, end footnote, all have their own space where they can manage their specific duties for the overall group. Meeting rooms are also present within the collective office space, typically used for group reports or important meetings for the group's development, although public ones usually occur within the auditoriums. Citizen sectors. Image caption. A partially terraformed corridor within the Zephyr Citizen Sector. The citizen sectors are the part of Base Alpha dedicated to housing Meg personnel and townsfolk. Footnote: the designated name of people living in Base Alpha but not directly working with the Meg. End footnote. Currently 5 in number, they act similarly to town blocks, all overseen by the administration wing. They are semi-self-sufficient, meaning every service, footnote, such as canteens, homes, hospitals, libraries, hairdressers, end footnote, is present within each sector, although the resources themselves aren't always produced there. The first citizen sector can be found at the upper right of Base Alpha. However, as time went on, and as the group started to develop quickly, the travel times between different parts of the original citizen sector started to become an issue. This led the group to eventually restructure its layout and create different sectors year after year, which are as follows. Citizen Sector Anamoya, created in 2011 and officially opened in early 2012. Citizen Sector Crimson, created in late 2015, retroactively given a name as the sector system was put into place. Citizen Sector River, created in late 2017, named in honor of Asher River. Citizen Sector Epiphany, created in mid-2019, named after the smallest yet most well-known team of the group, which inspired hope within the wider community. Citizen Sector Zephyr, created in late 2020, still in expansion, named after the Hive Queen of level 276, the Hive, to demystify its influence on backborn culture. Similarly to the Meg Wings in their time, citizen districts are created by repurposing corridor rooms, then furnishing them. The corridors in themselves are layered, usually with wood, and furnished to make the place feel more homely and livable for residents. Some parts are also painted to be reminiscent of the outside world, helping against the ever-growing issue of claustrophobia that an entirely enclosed environment tends to create. Due to being located far from the main entrance and 2 secondary entrances, the Anamoya, Crimson, and Zephyr citizen sectors have historically been the most at risk in the event of an uncontrolled fire or eventual blue consumption rift. However, thanks to Meg engineers managing to replicate the threshold stabilizers technology, footnote, tools developed in 1974 by the leaders, no data currently available, able to grow small no-clipping spots to a size big enough for human use, end footnote, Base Alpha has been able to enhance 4 small thresholds in these 3 sectors, allowing for the citizens to be escorted to another level if needed. The no-clipping spots are as follows. The spot at the east of the Anamoya citizen sector leads to level 2, abandoned utility halls. The spot at the north of the Crimson citizen sector leads to level 811, Titanus Sepulchrum. The spot at the west of the Crimson citizen sector leads to level 109, the Neon Hospital. The spot at the west of the Zephyr citizen sector leads to level 58, Water Wonder. While none of these no-clipping spots can lead wanderers to populated safe levels quicker than the already existing routes, they remain crucial evacuation spots for the inhabitants of deeper areas of the base. Life in Base Alpha. Diet. Image caption. A modified room of the Anamoya citizen sector, dedicated to mushroom production. Base Alpha's location within an indoor level has historically made diverse nutrition difficult. To avoid diseases such as scurvy, which decimated many backroom settlements across history, the Meg has to import a good part of their food from other levels where agriculture is possible. Despite this, Base Alpha has managed to find alternatives to plantations and livestock farming, thanks to the expertise of former early home members, such as collecting cans of food from crates, mushrooms able to grow in damp, dark environments, or small livestock farms of hens or sits. The biggest food source of Base Alpha, however, has come with the breakthrough of Underseer Jana Coddleeden, who researches the rich soil of Level 9, the suburbs, to use its properties within indoor levels. With time, this led to a significant increase of base-made produce and lowered the need for external food sources. Coddleeden isn't the only researcher of the base to significantly increase food production of Base Alpha, as former botanist Olivia Belrose, through the synthesis of rosum, footnote, a powerful fungicide also used as medicine, end footnote, has allowed for healthier cultures with fewer drawbacks than usual front room's pesticides. Cooks of Base Alpha are trained to prepare dishes containing the anomalous food sources of the Backrooms through the use of the Ultimate Backrooms Cookbook, or the unique recipes from Tom's Diner. They are able to feed the wings and citizen sectors of the base every day with a wide array of food, allowing for a diet as balanced as the Backrooms can allow. Thanks to commercial relations with the Polish Discovery Committee, Base Alpha also has access to cold resin, Object PL10, from a deeper part of the Backrooms. This unique preservation tool allows for food conservation without the need for fridges or any infrastructure requiring a lot of maintenance and space. Economics. For the longest time, Base Alpha has been solely referring to the GPD trading scale, no data currently available, to monitor the Meg economy, using almond water as a base. However, the bartering-based system quickly showed its limits within an ever-growing settlement, and, as such, in 2017, the base internally adopted a monetary-like system called the Aquila chips. Aquila chips are used as a way to quantify prices more easily within the Base Alpha community, as well as to make exchanges smoother with the use of a reference that everyone can receive and exchange without the need to carry loads of items. In addition, Aquila chips allow for the group to monitor pay more efficiently, balancing salaries depending on the risks of a job or the qualifications required. Unlike BNTG presses, Aquila chips have no monetary value outside of Base Alpha, even in the case of a neighboring group or another Meg settlement. Footnote: although some group members living near Base Alpha can accept them as payment if they trade with the same settlement regularly. End footnote. Despite this, Base Alpha still follows the former doctrine of the early home of, quote, working for a bed to sleep in and 3 meals a day. Consequently, newly no-clipped wanderers joining the base, footnote, whether getting a job in a Megwing or being housed as townsfolk, and footnote, will effectively work with a minimum salary consisting of a small apartment to call home and access to food, as well as other necessary expenses such as healthcare. As the wanderer keeps working in Base Alpha, payment will be augmented based on their seniority, giving them access to a more pleasant lifestyle over time. Effectively, this means Base Alpha can serve both as a resting point for wanderers who need a place to be safe in for a while, and a new start for their life, depending on what they want their future in the Backrooms to be. In the case of wanderers leaving Base Alpha, or operatives going on long-lasting missions, Aquila chips can be exchanged at the administrative wing following the GPD trading scale, with one chip being roughly equal to the price of an almond water bottle, the base value of said trading system. Education. While the school system for Backborns is usually tied to each citizen district, Base Alpha residents wishing to work in a Megwing can be sent to exploration, research, or archiving formations, depending on their grades. All departments and wings are supervised by either underseers or overseers, although most delegate their tasks when they are traveling to other settlements. Furthermore, the settlement holds an agreement with Base Fawaris of the Cygnus Order, no data currently available, located in front of the northern entrance and secured by Meg operatives. It allows for residents of all ages to complete their studies within a dedicated organization. The Meg regularly sends honorary teachers, such as senior researchers or field operatives, in order to bring their expertise to the classes, as they are not restricted to Base Alpha citizens. In terms of frontborn, footnote, sometimes referred to as clippers in Backborn slang, and footnote, growth, Base Alpha is the second highest growing base of the Meg. Footnote, behind the ever-increasing Backborn population of Base Beta on level 11, the city that never sleeps, and footnote, and the biggest host of newly no-clipped wanderers. As such, to efficiently sort newcomers depending on their skills, as well as train them in a field they will be receptive and efficient in, each newly no-clipped wanderer who joins Base Alpha eventually fills out the Meg Aptitude Certification. This form acts as a way for the Meg administrators to know the diplomas, former studies, skills, former jobs, and hobbies of the applicant, as well as their field preferences and domains they like the most. Job opportunities. Thanks to the Meg Aptitude Certification, Base Alpha is able to send frontborns within citizen sectors or Megwings, where they will be able to either keep on performing their old job for the district population, or learn new skills to adapt their knowledge to the Backrooms environment. Archive Wing. Jobs in the Archive Wing are straightforward, with junior archivists, footnote, also referred to as interns, and footnote, eventually getting trained to work as archivists, then becoming senior archivists after enough years of experience, allowing them to work on more important reports and help other archivists. Footnote, senior archivists are also administering the Meg database system thanks to their high-level security clearance. End footnote, archivists are separated into different office spaces depending on their domain. Footnote, such as book preservation, database article writing, source collection. End footnote, each supervised by a head archivist. The wing as a whole is supervised by the Chief Meg Record Keeper. Footnote, as of 2021, said chief is Jeff A. Guzman, a former head archivist of the Research Archiving Department. End footnote, who leads the head archivists and the wing as a whole. The tech support department has its own separate jobs, within the database managers handling the physical servers present in Base Alpha, while security technicians make sure the Base Alpha computer system is secure from data breaches. Research Wing. Jobs within the Research Wing are similar to what can be found within the front rooms, while assistant researchers, footnote, whose work is comparable to those of lab technicians in front rooms research centers, and footnote, usually work on conducting the experiments themselves. Researchers, footnote, sometimes referred to as doctors or physicians, and footnote, are the ones leading them, as well as exploiting the data. Their field can vary. Footnote. Examples include level researchers, entity researchers, geospatial researchers, end footnote, and usually either lead project parts started by the affiliated settlements within Base Alpha, or start their own projects depending on the field. All researchers are supervised by the Base Alpha Research Supervisor, themselves working with the other research supervisors of other major bases alongside the director of the Meg Scientific Branch. Footnote. Currently Underseer Farron. End footnote. And their assistant co-director. An exception to this is the Field Research Department, where the nature of their missions leads them to work closely with the exploration team directly in the field. They have a similar structure to the Archive Wing in terms of career evolution, and are led by the head field researcher, footnote, the most famous one being Eden Gardenhigh, who sadly disappeared in 2016, and footnote, who supervises field missions alongside the Exploration Wing. Exploration Wing. Unlike the other Base Alpha wings, most jobs offered in the Exploration Wing are semi-external, with field operatives being trained in the base before being sent to other Meg settlements in need through trading routes. Most teams, although created in Level 1, Habitable Zone, are nomadic in nature, with their squads, footnote, usually made up of 3 to 5 people exploring together, and footnote, resting either in temporary settlements or Meg settlements hosting them for some time during their missions. Footnote. The two exceptions are the team's Compass Point and Track Mappers, being the only permanent explorers in Base Alpha who can be mobilized at all times. End footnote. Squads all consist of field operatives, commanded by a team leader, footnote, sometimes called commander, and footnote, and sometimes accompanied by researchers, field historians, or other faction members, depending on the mission. Meg field missions can also be accompanied by volunteer specialists, who are non-Meg explorers assisting field agents in situations they might not be familiar with. Outside of the field jobs, the Exploration Wing employs radio operators for both Meg emergency lines and Base Alpha field communications, as well as exploration consultants and directors of investigation, who work on setting up field missions by defining the goals and risks, as well as designating field agents for it. Finally, the Exploration Wing trains and sends collectors to retrieve crates from the halls of Level 1, Habitable Zone, before sorting the contents within the Administration Wing to be later sent to the different wings and citizen sectors, depending on their respective needs. While repetitive, the position usually helps newcomers understand the nature of Backrooms exploration better by grasping concepts such as avoiding entities or navigating through non-Euclidean architecture. As such, every field operative in training undergoes a mandatory internship with collectors teams, where the workers train them directly in action. Living conditions. Image caption. The Multimedia Library of the Epiphany Citizen District, open every day from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. MST. Base Alpha aims at creative living conditions that are as close to the modern front rooms as possible, despite the level being so alien and inhospitable. Nature has been mostly replicated through artificial means, ranging from false plants, footnote, although recent biological breakthroughs have allowed for the base to gradually equip sectors with real vegetation, and footnote, to ceilings painted to look like the sky. The 24-hour circadian system is simulated, with the corridors and living quarters lights going on and off automatically depending on the hour. Recreating an environment at such a level has proven to be a tough balance. However, many attempts to make Base Alpha look more hospitable have instead created more distress, such as the use of pre-registered nature sounds triggering the PTSD of most former Level 5 Terror Hotel residents, requiring the Meg to remove them only a few weeks after being implemented. Despite this, Base Alpha still actively works on creating a more homely environment for worker and wanderer morale, as claustrophobia and depression have been common issues in indoor levels for as long as humanity has settled there. Base Alpha, unlike some other settlements, allows their residents to adopt pets, as their presence allows them to calm inhabitants and bring more life to the otherwise bland rooms of the complex. Blubcats are the most common due to them being bred in base alpha, but other species can also be present, such as domesticated plague goblins, dollfaces, or, albeit far more rarely, Schrodinger's cats. No data currently available. Dunks are also commonly found on base alpha, helping workers during harsh physical labor. While base alpha works hard to prevent mental struggles for inhabitants, it has also put in place the MEG's internal support program in partnership with other major group bases. Acting as psychological help for people in need, it is free of access and open for everyone, regardless of whether they live in base alpha or work in the MEG. Common visits include newly no-clipped wanderers struggling to move on from the front rooms, people who lost friends or family within the backrooms, as well as subjects to traumatic phenomena or entity encounters such as Windows, note, see Entity 2, the Windows, or Terror Hotel, Level 5, influence. Base Alpha also offers people access to different entertainment sources, ranging from libraries, footnote, affiliated with the archive wing, and footnote, to gyms. The creation of associations is also heavily encouraged, with many clubs being created in order for people to socialize around the same passions, allowing for a more convivial atmosphere. Businesses, such as restaurants, bars, or even arcades, also help reach this goal, creating social centers inside the base, sometimes even communicating with other nearby settlements, such as Tom's Diner. Agent Cry Responsibly. We have the pleasure to inform you that, following the review of your MEG Aptitude certification, you have been successfully recruited into Team Compass Point. As such, for the following months, you will be trained within Base Alpha during a curriculum including both exploration theory and field internship. Please show up at the reception of the Exploration Wing on Monday at 8 a.m. MST, footnote, MEG Standard Time, end footnote, where a Director of Investigation will bring you to your first class. We look forward to working with you. Base Alpha Administrative Wing.